3, 2, 1, let's go! Amatsu desu. Oh my god, straight away. Here we go. Oh, it's already sick. I'm already, it's already sick. Intro, baby. Holy. Yo, Cell Max. Ooh. What the frick? Oh, what the hell? Oh my. Oh my. Come on, where's Piccolo at? Where's Piccolo? Alright, so this is the normal... Oh! That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I see what they did there. Oh. So this is the target skill, the taunt. So just like Gogeta. Does he dodge or does he counter, nullify? Let's see. I don't know. I can't even tell yet. Oh, there's Piccolo's unit super. Oh! All right, I see you. Nice. Let's go. Beautiful. Let's see the finish. Hey, that's cute. All right, here we go. Gamma 1 and 2. Let's see if it's better than Gohan's. Straight into it. Cell Max is the target of all. Yo, that is clean. That was a clean kick. I wish, again, they should voice these. But whatever. 2x speed ruins it, I'd assume. Woohoo! What? That's all you're gonna show me? No.
それでは性能紹介に移らせていただければなと思います。
Oh wait, they have the standby. I forgot.
どうぞ。
Here we go, standby. Come on. Show me Gamma 2. Oh my, oh my. Here it is. Just ripped straight off the movie. So it looks like they can attack in their standby. That's a good start. Let's go. It's just so weird that they chose Cell Max as the enemy to me. Makes the animation look fun, like in terms of perspective. Oh, here we go. Let's go! It's in the game, boys! Oh, let's go! Get fricked!
いかがでしたでしょうか？映画にありましたあの感動のワンシーンを
I don't know if there's a KO. Sometimes they hide it, sometimes they don't. I will say I enjoy Gamma's animation. So now we'll go through the translations of the unit's details. They do drop on the 16th of February. And during the premiere, in one of the turns, we were able to see the Psy unit, which is going to be Krillin and Android 18. We don't know anything about them yet other than that they are AGL. So let's begin with Ella Beast Gohan. He is an STR unit whose leader skill is Superheroes, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Miraculous Awakening for 3 key and 170%. He is the Dokkan Fest unit for Part 2, with an additional 30% HP attack and defense for those in the Entrusted Wheel category, as well as Movie Heroes category. For the SA, it greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn. Colossal damage to the enemy. Ultra Super Attack greatly raises attack. It looks to be an infinite stack here. And raises defense for 4 turns. Mega Colossal damage to the enemy. The Unit Super Attack will do also greatly raise attack and raises defense for 4 turns. However, it will also raise allies' critical hit chance by 20% for 1 turn and disables one enemy's action once within the turn. And you will need a Piccolo on the same turn, excluding Demon King and the Majin Buu Piccolo. And of course, it has to be the 18-key super. So that is actually a very good super attack mechanic. Very, very strong. The stacking defense, even for 4 turns, is going to be huge. And if it is an infinite raise attack, his damage is going to go through the roof. He does have an entrance animation, which will last for 5 turns, the effect for Ki plus 8 and critical hit chance and damage reduction by 40%. So that's really nice. He guards against all attacks and 3 Ki, 250% attack and defense, with an additional attack plus 50% when attacking, critical chance of 20% when Ki is 24. Now, I believe the 18 Ki will stack onto that because it doesn't say excluding himself. So that's a 40% critical chance for getting that 24 Ki super. When receiving an attack, an additional defense 80% and damage reduction by 20% when Ki is 24. Okay, so you definitely want to get that 24 Ki. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. You're getting Ki plus 8. And you're getting a 1 extra Ki per orb obtained. So that's good. After receiving an attack, launches an additional super attack and 3 Ki to all allies. So there should be absolutely no Ki issues in this Beast Gohan whatsoever. Especially if you are putting him in the first slot, of course. And the additional super attack is really good for his stacking of attack and defense. Per attack received, Ki plus 1 up to 5. Yeah, they were like, okay, what did we do wrong with Beast Gohan? Ki. Let's give him 10 times the amount for the turn and additional critical hit. So he gets that per attack received 1 Ki up to 5. And then for the turn, an additional 20% critical chance. So does that mean if he takes 5 hits, a guaranteed critical hit? It seems like it. There's no limit to it. And it doesn't say once only. So I think he can build up to a guaranteed critical here. And especially stacking up with his unit super attack as well as his 24 Ki critical chance. You only need to take 3 hits to get a guaranteed critical, which is great. An additional critical chance and damage reduction 20% and to all allies 2 Ki from the next turn after performing 5 attacks or receiving 8 attacks. So yeah, he's got 60% damage reduction as long as you're in the intro for 5 turns. Pretty decent length. And the support and the all allies Ki plus 2, which is awesome. And he guards, don't forget about that. This guy is broken. This guy is actually insane. The 50% attack, when attacking, this guy can hit hard as well. And don't forget about his active skill, which is the Taunt ability. It will provide him with a 24 Ki for the turn and 158% defense. Combined with all of his defense and damage reduction and guard, it's still literally invincible. And it looks like it can be activated from the next turn onwards, which is actually really, really cool if that's the case. Now, for the Gamma 1 and 2 Carnival LR, they are a superheroes leader for 3 Ki and 200%. The SA raises attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy. The Ultra Super Attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and mega colossal damage to the enemy. Their passive skill is 3 Ki, attack and defense 125%, with an additional 3 Ki and attack and defense 125% when HP is 30% or more. And 3 Ki, attack and defense 50% to either superheroes, defenders of justice, or joint forces category allies. Critical chance is increased by 30% and launches an additional super attack up to 2 in a turn per int Ki sphere obtained. That's really nice. And then a critical chance of 12% and launches an additional attack, which has a great chance for it to be a super attack up to 2 turns per AGL Ki sphere obtained. So there's 2 options. You want to obviously get the int one, of course. From the next turn, after 3 attacks or more, an additional attack defense 30% and damage reduction 30%. So they're definitely not a first slot unit, but they're an amazing support. 3 Ki attack and defense 50%. They greatly raise attack and defense for the 1 turn. They get some damage reduction. You do have to take 3 or more attacks. Quite interesting, the HP restriction. This is their first form. We'll get into their standby in a bit. but they definitely don't look as good as Beast Gohan. But we'll see what their standby skill is looking like, which you can activate it when HP is 70% or lower, or after this character performs 3 or more attacks. So you can actually activate this turn 2 or turn 1, depending on what event you go up against, if they allow you to lower your HP. It will go into standby for 4 turns, and during the turn, the charge count will increase by 1 per attack performed by allies, so just like the Carnival Trunks. So this is what their standby is looking like. They can attack in their standby, so it looks like to be the exact same SA mechanic. However, the Ultra Super Attack increases Super Class's defense by 50% for the turn, so much better. They were looking very bland at the start. Then Ki plus 6 for the passive, 250% attack defense and damage reduction of 50%. Doesn't look like there's a turn restriction there. So that's awesome. 3 Ki attack defense, 50% to the same category. So the support stays the same, which is awesome. And it looks like everything else stays the same as well. So they actually get a lot better during their standby. And then for their finish skill, they can activate it when charges 1 or more. Temporary raises attack by 100% per charge. And they do up to 2 additionals through their passive alone. So they should get their charge up really high. And they stun the enemy for 1 turn and exchanges to just Gamma 1. So they do change into a different form like full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And you won't see Gamma 2 like you saw in the animations. Rest in peace, Gamma 2. And this is what Gamma 1 is looking like by himself. So he will raise attack and defense for the SA. The Ultra Super Attack stays the same, except it looks like the buff is for 2 turns, so Super Class allies. It's always so good when you can buff defense to your allies, especially for 2 turns, so the people off rotation as well. Ki plus 3, attack defense 150% up, damage reduction 15%, so a lot weaker in terms of attack defense. You still keep some damage reduction though. And at Ki 3, attack defense 150%, damage reduction 15% when HP is 30% or more. They keep their support, that's like such a good thing. Launch an additional super attack guaranteed. And then they change AGLs to int key spheres, and then critical chance by 20% up to 100%, and damage reduction by 10% up to 50% per STR. That's really nice, actually. Getting that int key spheres will get your damage reduction high, plus the 15%. That looks really good. So at least they're not sitting ducks when you're just Gamma 1, and it becomes at least somewhat defensive. I think this is actually a pretty good unit. I'm just a little bit worried about the first form. Hopefully it's not a dodge or die character at the end of the day. It might end up being. I don't know how much defense they get past the super, but they look fine. They look fine. When you get into the standby, that's when they cook. And of course, the finish skill, it's gotta do so much damage, right? You can only just assume. So that is everything on the Gamma 1 and 2 Carnival Ella, as well as the Beast Gohan. Let me know who you are most excited for. Reminder, the banners are dropping on the 16th, and these banners are going to be like 2 times more amazing than part 1. So good luck to your summons, of course. Don't forget to leave a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace.